Hello friends, good morning, Vande Mataram, Jai Bharat, Jai Shri Swaminarayan. My name is Milan Dolaria. In this video, we start our exercise 3.4. So, be ready, open your mind, let's start it. Here, in question number 1, true and false are there. Okay? True and false are there. Now in that, internal A to H questions are there. Okay, and all the questions are related to properties of quadrilateral, right? And property of quadrilateral that we already learned in our theory part, right? So now we need to recall that property and we need to give the answer of these questions. Okay, so first of all, question number 1. So here our first question is, all rectangles are squares. All rectangles are square. So we just divide our thinking part into two ways, actual property and required property. Actual property and required property. What are the required property are there and what we have the actual property. If it is same, then we can say that this statement is true. If both the property are same, then we can write the answer true, and if it is not same, then false. Here, all rectangles are square. So rectangle, it is actual property, and for required property, square. Square, and here rectangle. All rectangles are square. So square is the required things and rectangle that we have, that means actually we have. Okay. Now in required property for square, what we require? Our first requirement is all four sides are same. For square, our first requirement is all four sides are same, but actually that we do not have. Actually, that property we do not have in the rectangle, because in rectangle opposite sides are same, but all four sides are not same. That's why first statement is false. Okay, that's why first statement is false. Here, actual property rectangle and square. All rectangles are square, so we want square. Required property. All four sides are same, but in rectangle we have only opposite sides are same. So rectangle does not follow the property of square. That's why all rectangles are not squares. That's why false. Second, all rhombuses are parallelograms. All rhombuses are parallelograms. We already learned one thing. Rhombus is one type of parallelogram. Rhombus is one type of parallelogram. So definitely all rhombus are parallelograms. Right? Rhombus is one type of parallelogram, so all rhombuses are parallelograms. So here in required property we have parallelogram, and here we have rhombus. For parallelogram, what we want? Opposite sides are equal and parallel. Opposite sides are equal and parallel, but in rhombus we have all four sides are same. Here we want equal, opposite sides are equal and parallel, but here we have all four sides are equal. That means if all four sides are equal, so definitely opposite sides are equal. Right? Here all four sides are equal, so definitely opposite sides are equal and parallel too. Second thing, for parallelogram, diagonals bisect each other. Diagonals bisect each other. So that property we already have in rhombus. Diagonals bisect each other at 90 degrees. Right? Here we want diagonal bisect each other. So that property rhombus have. That's why all the rhombuses are parallelograms. That's why this statement is true. Then number C. All squares are rhombuses and also rectangles. All squares are rhombuses and also rectangles. So here in required property we have rhombus and rectangle. right? Rhombus and rectangle. And here we have square. First of all, for rhombuses. First of all, for the rhombus. For rhombus, what we require? All four sides are same. So that we have in the square, all four sides are same. Second thing for rhombus, diagonals bisect each other at 90 degree. So in square ribbon, diagonals bisect each other at 90 degree. So you can say that all squares are rhombuses. Okay? Because square follows all the property of rhombuses. Square follow all the property of rhombus. For rhombus, all four sides are same. So in square ribbon, all four sides are same. Diagonals bisect each other at 90 degree. Here even diagonals bisect each other at 90 degree. So first part is done. Squares are rhombuses. Now for rectangle. For rectangle what we want? Opposite sides are equal and parallel. Opposite sides are equal and parallel. Here all four sides are equal. So definitely opposite sides are equal and parallel too. Second property, all the angles are of 90 degree. So in square ribbon, all the angles are 90 degree. Right? All the angles are 90 degree. So here even all the angles are 90 degree. Third property for rectangle, both the diagonals are equal. Both the diagonals are equal. So in square ribbon, we have both the diagonals are equal. That means square follows all the property of rectangle. Okay, so square follows all the property of rhombus and all the property of rectangle. That's why this statement is true. Okay, square is a rhombus and square is a rectangle equal. Square follows the property of rectangle and rhombus both. Now in first question, all rectangles are squares. It is false, but all squares are rectangles. It is true. Okay, all the rectangles are not squares, but all the squares are rectangles. Okay. Then number D. All squares are not parallelograms. All squares are not parallelograms. Definitely this statement is false. Because square is one type of parallelogram. Because square is one type of parallelogram. Right? So definitely all squares are parallelogram, but here it is written not. That's why false. All squares are parallelograms. It's a true, but here all squares are not parallelogram. That's why this statement is false. Because in parallelogram what we want? Opposite sides are equal and parallel. That we have in this square. Diagonals bisect each other. So in square even diagonals bisect each other. So definitely all squares are parallelograms. Here not is written. That's why this statement is false. After that, all kites are rhombuses. All kites are rhombuses. So here actually we have kite. And here we have rhombus. Now for rhombus, what we want? What is required property? All four sides are same. For rhombuses, what is the required property? All four sides are same. But in kite, we have adjacent sides are equal. But in kite, we only have adjacent sides are equal. Here we want all four sides are equal, but here only adjacent sides are equal. That's why this statement is false. Kite does not follow the property of rhombus. Here we want all four equal sides. Here we have only adjacent sides are equal. All four sides are not equal. That's why false. Okay. After that, all rhombuses are kites. All rhombuses are kites. Now reverse statement. Here all kites are rhombuses. Here all rhombuses are kites. So here we have rhombus. Here we have rhombus. And here we have kite. Now for kite, what do we want? Adjacent sides are equal. these two adjacent sides are equal, and these two big adjacent sides are equal. But in rhombus we have all four sides are equal, so definitely adjacent sides are equal. Okay, for kite what we want, adjacent sides are equal, but in rhombus we have all four sides are equal, so definitely adjacent sides are equal. Other thing for kite, diagonals bisect each other. Diagonals intersect each other at 90 degree. Not bisect but only intersect. Diagonals intersect each other at 90 degree. So in rhombus diagonals intersect each other at 90 degree. So we can say that all the rhombus are kite. That's why this statement is true. For kite we want adjacent sides are equal. In rhombus we have all four sides are equal. Here we want diagonals intersect each other at 90 degree. Here we want diagonals intersect each other at 90 degree. So rhombus follows all the property of kite. So we can say that all rhombuses are kites. So again, all kites are not rhombuses, but all rhombuses are kites. Here all rectangles are not squares, but all squares are rectangles. All kites are not rhombuses, but all rhombuses are kites. Okay, after that next, all parallelograms are trapeziums. All parallelograms are trapeziums. So here we have parallelogram. And here we have trapezium. Now for trapezium we require only one property. For trapezium we require only one property. Only one pair of opposite sides is parallel. Only one pair of opposite sides is parallel. But in parallelogram, we have both the pair of opposite sides are equal and parallel. Okay, here we want only one pair is parallel, but here we have two pair parallel. So definitely parallelogram follows the property of trapezium. Right? Only one property is there for the trapezium. Only one pair. Okay, only one pair of opposite sides is parallel. In quadrilateral we have two pairs of opposite sides. These two sides are opposite, and these two are opposite sides. So we have two pairs. Here we want one pair parallel. Here we have both the pair parallel. So definitely parallelogram follows the property of trapezium. That's why this statement is true. Okay. After that, all squares are trapeziums. All squares are trapezium. Now, square is one type of parallelogram. Square is one type of parallelogram. So, if all parallelograms are trapezium, so definitely all squares are trapezium. Again, for trapezium, what we want? One pair of opposite sides is parallel. Here we have two pairs of opposite sides is parallel. So this statement it is even true. Here we want one pair of opposite side is parallel. Here we have two pairs of opposite side is parallel. So definitely this statement is true. Okay. So in this type of true or false, first of all we need to learn all the properties of quadrilaterals. Okay. After that we just need to think about required property and actual property, and from that we can easily get the answer of true and false. Okay. Then next is question number 2. First of all, read this question. Here 4 sides. Here question number 2. Identify all the quadrilaterals. Identify all the quadrilaterals that have 4 sides of equal lengths. Identify all the quadrilaterals that have 4 sides of equal lengths and 4 right angles. So 2 internal equations are there. Here we need to write the name of the quadrilateral. Name of the quadrilateral which have 4 sides of equal lengths. Okay. So first of all think about all the quadrilaterals. Which type of quadrilateral have 4 sides of equal lengths? So our first answer is square, right? Because in square all 4 sides are same, right? In square, all 4 sides are same. So our first answer is square. Second, rhombus. Do not forget this quadrilateral rhombus, because in rhombus even all four sides are same. Right? So here we have two answers. Rhombus and square both have four sides of equal length. Okay? Now second internal question. For right angles, in which type of quadrilateral all four angles are 90 degree? Right angle, it means 90 degree. In which type of quadrilateral all four angles are 90 degree? So first of all, square, because in square all four angles are 90 degree, and second answer is rectangle, because in rectangle even all four angles are 90 degree. Right? All four sides are same. It is square in the round, square and rhombus. All four right angles, it is there in the square and rectangle. Okay? Then next is question number 3. First of all, read this question. Explain how a square is quadrilateral. Total 4 internal questions are there. Explain how a square is quadrilateral. Explain how a square is parallelogram. Explain how a square is a rhombus. Explain how a square is a rectangle. We already discussed these things in question number 1, true or false. Required an actual property. So same things we need to follow here. Now we need to explain here why a square is quadrilateral. Because it follows all the property of quadrilateral. Right? So here we need to write a square is quadrilateral because for quadrilateral, what are the things that are required? 4 sides, 4 angles and 4 vertices. Right? Because in square, 4 sides, 4 angles and 4 vertices. Because square have 4 sides, 4 angles and 4 vertices, that's why it is called quadrilateral. Because for quadrilateral, what are the required things? 4 sides, 4 angles and 4 vertices, right? So that property square have, that's why a square is a quadrilateral, right? Because square have 4 sides, 4 angles and 4 vertices. After that, explain how a square is a parallelogram. So for parallelogram, what properties are required? Opposite sides are equal and parallel and diagonals bisect each other. So that property already we have in this square. That's why a square is a parallelogram. Okay? So here a square is parallelogram because in square opposite sides are equal and parallel and both diagonals bisect each other. Okay? Why a square is a parallelogram? Because for parallelogram we want opposite sides are equal and parallel and diagonals bisect each other. So that property we have in this square. That's why a square is a parallelogram, because in square opposite sides are equal and parallel and both diagonals are bisect each other. Okay? Now we need to write for a rhombus. Why a square is a rhombus? So here a square is a rhombus. A square is a rhombus because in square, now what are the required property for rhombus? For rhombus, all four sides are same, right? And diagonals bisect each other at 90 degree. So that property we have in this square. That's why we can say that square is a rhombus. So first of all, in square, it follows It follows all the property of round parallelogram. All the properties of parallelogram. Right, because opposite sides are equal and parallel, that also we required for the rhombus, that already we have in the square. So first of all, it follows all the property of parallelogram. After that, what are the extra property required for the rhombus? All four sides are same. Right, it follows all the property of parallelograms and all the sides are same, and for rhombus what we want, diagonals bisect each other at 90 degrees, and both diagonals bisect each other at 90 degrees. That's why a square is a rhombus. First of all, both are the types of parallelogram. So first thing is, it follows all the property of parallelogram. After that, what is the required thing for rhombus? All four sides are equal. So all the sides are same in the square. Other things, both the diagonals bisect each other at 90 degrees. So square also follows the property, and both the diagonals bisect each other at 90 degrees. That's why a square is a rhombus. Okay. Now, how a square is a rectangle? So what are the required property for rectangle? First of all, rectangle follows all the property of parallelogram. After that, for rectangle, all four angles are of 90 degree and both the diagonals are equal. Okay, all four angles is equal to 90 degree and both diagonals are equal. So that is the required property for rectangle, and that we already have in the square. Because in square, even both diagonals are equal and all four angles is equal to 90 degree. So here, a square is a rectangle because it follows all the properties of parallelogram and all the angles are of 90 degree and both diagonals are same. That's why a square is a rectangle. Okay, it follows all the property of rectangle, all the angles are 90 degree and both diagonals are same. That's why it is called rectangle. Here, how a square is quadrilateral? Because in square, four sides, four vertices and four angles are there. So it is the property of quadrilateral. That's why square is quadrilateral. After that, a square is a parallelogram because in square, opposite sides are equal and parallel and both diagonals bisect each other. These are the property of parallelogram. That's why a square is a parallelogram. A square is a rhombus because in square, it follows all the property of parallelogram. All four sides are same. Both diagonals bisect each other at 90 degree. These are the property of rhombus. That's why a square is a rhombus. A square is a rectangle because it follows all the property of parallelogram and all the angles are of 90 degree and both diagonals are same. These are the properties for the rectangle. That's why square is a rectangle. Okay.